Oh, good morning, good morning. It's Sunday, July 27th, 2025. This is Rick Taylor, 1955. We're starting a bike ride. We're on the Pinellas Trail along Keystone at the top of the big hill. We're going to be going to Safety Harbor. So we're starting real early because it's going to be 96 degrees today. Feels like temperature of 110. So we're going to get as much of this ride in the early morning hours as we can. We're going to be using Map My Ride. And as you can see, it's just barely starting to have some light in the sky. Not much, but we're going to ride. Let's see. We're going to ride and we're going to go. So here we go. Now I'll film a few minutes of this darkness ride, which is like obviously boring. But and then I'll pick it up again as soon as it gets light enough to video. We're going to be going in pedal assist 5 the whole trip. I think we have plenty of battery for this trip. It's fully charged.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Average speed 11.0 miles per hour. Current speed 19.9 miles per hour. Time of day 6:11. Split speed 11.0 miles per hour.
So I'll film a couple of minutes and then we'll come back when it's a little lighter, so you're not just peering into the dark and headlights. Okay, well, hold on. We got a street light coming up. Okay. Okay, well, this is boring riding in the dark for y'all. So I'll turn the camera back on when we get a little bit of light. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we are on East Lake Road on the Pinellas Trail. It's 6:20 a.m. The sun is coming up in a few minutes. It's still pretty dark. Got all my lights on. Hardly any traffic. It's a Sunday. So we're just cruising along, like I said, on the East Lake Road on the trail. I'll let y'all get a look at it for a minute. There's a few lights out here, so it's not totally dark. Might be a little jerky because stabilization doesn't work as good in low light. But we wanted to get an early start because we're going from Tarpon Springs all the way out to Safety Harbor on bike trails. So I'll see you again in a few minutes. Okay, here we are on Pinellas Trail. We're still up on East Lake, or at Boot Ranch. I think it's getting just bright enough to be able to video. Might still be a little jerky, but my favorite part of this part of the trail is coming up the pedestrian bridge, and I wanted to share that with y'all since it's finally open. It's up here about a quarter of a mile. But it's Sunday morning, and there's a few cars on the road, but not crazy. We don't have to go on East Lake Road anymore since they opened a pedestrian bridge.
Total distance 8 miles. Total time 31 minutes and 38 seconds. Average speed 15.2 miles per hour. Current speed 18.3 miles per hour. Time of day 6:38. Split speed 16.4 miles per hour.
Yep, 7 miles on our trip so far. We left at the perfect time because the really interesting parts of the trip are coming up here. Yeah, this is all the new portion of the trail. It's only been open for a few months, and they only opened the pedestrian bridge up about 3 weeks ago. It makes this so much easier to make a trip like we're making. So much easier. And just less hassle. And coming up on the pedestrian bridge. There it is. There it is. We're going up on it. All the equipment is gone. They are done. They are done. and we're going to cross Tampa Road right here. Oh, we got the signal. They're going to let us go. Okay. And here we go.
Total distance 9 miles. Total time 35 minutes and 53 seconds. Average speed 15.0 miles per hour. Current speed 15.6 miles per hour. Time of day 6:42. Split speed 14.1 miles per hour.
Crossing under the power lines. And we're getting some decent sunlight. Not quite as dark. This portion of the trail I like to call the Countryside Trail. It's along Countryside Boulevard. It'll take us out to Duke Energy Trail. It's a nice little section of trail. A few road crossings because it's a subdivision. So quiet out here because there's almost no traffic. Sunday, 6:30 in the morning. Nice, quiet, pleasant, nice and cool. Morning. I've got my ultraviolet shirt on. It's like a fishing shirt because the sun's going to be pretty intense when it starts coming up. This will protect me. Because there's not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud.
Distance 10 miles. Total time 39 minutes and 47 seconds. Average speed 15.1 miles per hour. Current speed 15.4 miles per hour. Time of day 6:46. Split speed 15.4 miles per hour.
Curlew Road. It's actually very nice out. No threat of rain whatsoever. Nice not having to worry about that. Lots of street crossings through the subdivision here. And here we turn right. Head down toward Duke Energy Trail. On your left. Good morning. Yep, headed down toward Duke Energy Trail. And when you see those big power line things, you're coming up on the trail, and here it is. Duke Energy Trail. This is where it ends to the north. See, there's no, uh-oh, what is that out there in the Gulf? There's a big old storm out there. I didn't know it was out there. I don't know where it's going. Hopefully it ain't coming this way. We're gonna be riding for a while. That's so weird, because I was under the understanding there was no chance of rain this morning. And then that big old thunderstorm sitting out there. I never noticed it till just now. I think the wind's blowing the other way though, out toward the west. Anyway, it is what it is. Duke Energy Trail. We pretty much got all the trails to ourselves. Did we pass a bike? I don't think we passed a bike. Yeah, those two bikes. Yeah, we passed two bikes, a girl and her boyfriend, husband and wife, whatever. Anyway, two bikes earlier. I don't think I had the camera on. I'm sorry. It was too dark. And here comes another bike the second I mention that.
Total distance 11 miles. Total time 45 minutes. Average speed 14.7 miles per hour. Current speed 16.5 miles per hour. Time of day 6:51. Split speed 11.5 miles per hour.
Smells good out here. I think there must be a restaurant around here, or someone was barbecuing, or kind of smells like barbecue. I don't know. Duke Energy Trail. Okay. We'll be on the Duke Energy Trail here till we get up to Old something park. Anyway, the ballpark up in Clearwater. And we'll get on the Ream Wilson Trail. That's what we've been looking for. The Ream Wilson Trail. One big thunderstorm out there is so weird. Good morning. Nice, quiet, pleasant, relaxing ride. Pleasant temperature. I know it's going to be hot later.
Total distance 12 miles. Total time 48 minutes and 30 seconds. Average speed 14.8 miles per hour. Current speed 18.0 miles per hour. Time of day 6:54. Split speed 17.1 miles per hour.
Get us a drink of water. I brought a bottle of Gatorade too because can't be too careful. And I've got half a bottle of regular water in the trunk. I'm not 100% certain we're going to come back the same way. We'll wait and see how I feel. But we're our own boss. So we can do whatever we want to do. We just don't want to be out in the heat too long. But we planned this one just right. And coming up on Countryside Mall. Oh, there's nobody coming. We gonna go. And we're in the parking lot, the rear parking lot of Countryside Mall. Which used to be the spot, but malls have pretty much died. It ain't the way it used to be. Used to be the only place you wanted to go was to the mall. I mean, you wanted to go to the mall, period. This guy, he ran his stop sign. And turned in front of us. Okay.
Total distance 13 miles. Total time 52 minutes and 14 seconds. Average speed 14.9 miles per hour. Current speed 7.5 miles per hour. Time of day 6:58. Split speed 16.1 miles per hour.
Coming up on the pedestrian bridge at Countryside. Crosses US 19. It's nice being a Sunday and not a lot of traffic trying to take your life. Okay, here we go under the power lines again. I mean, close to the power lines over here, because we're going to be elevated next to them. This thing's been around for a while. Poor homeless guy sleeping back there in a pile of junk. Oh, there's bunnies. There's bunnies everywhere. Look at all the bunnies. Bunnies, bunnies, bunnies. I bet there was 20 bunnies back there. This is nice out here. I love going to a new place, somewhere I've never been. And it's going to lead me to a place I've been lots of times, but not lately. Safety Harbor. I lived there for a little while with a girl who was a friend of mine.
Total distance 14 miles. Total time 55 minutes and 56 seconds. Average speed 15.0 miles per hour. Current speed 18.2 miles per hour. Time of day 7:2. Split speed 16.2 miles per hour.
Substation. They got a bunch of power poles and stuff stored up, I guess for hurricane season, whatever. It's beautiful in the morning, actually. A few bugs. A few bugs. More bunnies. Cute little bunnies. There's another one. And I got a bug in my mouth. More bunnies. And there's a bunny in the middle of the road. Looks like it's clear.
Total distance 15 miles. Total time 59 minutes and 34 seconds. Average speed 15.1 miles per hour. Current speed 12.0 miles per hour. Time of day 7:06. Split speed 16.5 miles per hour.
This is a neat part of the trail I enjoy right here. It's different than a lot of the trail. With these handrails and fences right next to the trail. Neat. And there's water down there. Hopefully they extend the trail down there, which is where we're going. We're going down there to get on the Ream Wilson Trail. But for now, we have to turn right here. But we'll be right down there in a few minutes. Old Coachman Park, that's what I was trying to remember. That's where we're going through right now. Well, not right now, in a minute. But that's actually the Ream Wilson Trail when we get up here to this crossing. On your left. Wow, what a beautiful puppy. Oh my God.
Thanks.
Gorgeous. Thank you. That was a beautiful dog. Okay, coming up here is the Ream Wilson Trail. It starts right up here, right there, and comes down this way, and thank you.
Total distance 16 miles. Total time 1 hour 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Average speed 15.1 miles per hour. Current speed 2.4 miles per hour. Time of day 7:10. Split speed 14.3 miles per hour.
Huh. Looks like they were fixing to do some frisbee golf. They had a bunch of frisbees. When I was growing up, that was the thing, the frisbee. They're still working on Old Coachman Road, the bridge right here. It's still closed. And right over here is where we want to go. But it's blocked off. I think this is the Ream Wilson Trail. I guess we'll find out in a minute. For some reason they had this blocked off. Maybe they're working on it. We're not going to be able to go on it. Yep, this is it. I hope it's open. This is definitely it. I've seen videos, never been here. Homeless people hanging around. As long as they stay away from me. Wow, he didn't give me much room. This is a narrow trail. How do y'all like it? I think it's cool. Look at that stuff. I think it's cool. And there's a railroad track right there. Still there, all rusty looking. Yeah, this is nice. Wonder why that was blocked off back there. That's so weird.
Total distance 17 miles. Total time 1 hour 9 minutes and 21 seconds. Average speed 14.7 miles per hour. Current speed 16.2 miles per hour. Time of day 7:15. Split speed 10.7 miles per hour.
This is cool. This is cool. Ooh, those are big bumps. This is neat. Look at that. Wow, that's cool. And quiet. And there's no breeze. I love being someplace I've never been. And I can honestly say I've never been on this trail. Got a bug in my eye. There's lots of bugs out here. On your left. Have a wonderful day. You too. Thank you. Neat trail. Ream Wilson Clearwater Trail. Open from sunrise to sunset. Might have to put my sunglasses on pretty soon. Wow, this is weird. I like it. It's natural. And it's steep. Oh my God. This has to be the steepest grade on the trail anywhere. It's steeper than anywhere I've ever been on. K-Pop Park. City of Clearwater. And the sign saying to go this way for the trail. This is new. This is new. Looks very new, actually. On your left. Good morning. A little twisty right here. A little twisty. Oh, look, they got water. It doesn't look good. I'll try it.
Total distance 18 miles. Total time 1 hour 14 minutes and 32 seconds. Average speed 14.5 miles per hour. Current speed 6.2 miles per hour. Time of day 7:20. Split speed 11.6 miles per hour.
We'll see if it's any good. That's good. Morning. That's not bad. Not bad water. Ooh, this is a nice section. Totally in the woods. Hey! Well, that sun is bright. Morning. That sun is bright. And here comes the bridge that I've seen on video. On your left. On your left. And I believe this crosses McMullen Booth Road. This is the only place that I've noticed they had blue railings and the yellow curb. It's kind of neat. On your left. Good morning. Have a wonderful day. This is neat. Good morning. Well, I'd love to have something like this right in my backyard. Like these people do. Literally. This trail's so nice, I might actually go back this way, no matter what. Then I get to see it twice. Excuse me. Okay. Bayshore Boulevard.
Total distance 19 miles. Total time 1 hour 19 minutes and 22 seconds.
I gotta put my
Average speed
sunglasses on
14.4
now.
miles per hour. Current speed 10.7 miles per hour. Time of day 7:25. Split speed 12.4 miles per hour.
And we're going to continue on the trail. Going evidently straight into the sun. Along Bayshore. This is still the Ream Wilson Trail. Beautiful. I've seen this on video, but not in real life like this. Not since I used to drive down this road years ago. Morning. Cooper's Bayou Park. Beautiful puppy. I don't think I need my headlight anymore. I think we'll turn off our auxiliary lights. Actually, I kind of like those. I might just let those run down. Leave those on. And get a drink of my new water. Actually, it tastes pretty good. It tastes filtered. We're heading toward Safety Harbor on the Ream Wilson Trail. Morning. It's nice out here. On your left. On your left. And we're officially in Safety Harbor. But we're going to go to the landmark downtown. It's already starting to warm up a little. It's going to be warm going home. I got my UV shirt on.
Total distance 20 miles. Total time 1 hour 24 minutes and 43 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour. Current speed 17.6 miles per hour. Time of day 7:31. Split speed 11.2 miles per hour.
Okay. On your left. Look at that. On your left. Good morning. On your left. Good morning. We're going down to the Safety Harbor Spa. Not that it would do me any good, but it's the landmark. And here we are. Safety Harbor Spa. early on a Sunday morning. Let's take a look. Safety Harbor Spa. Big complex. Big old complex of buildings, and there's some apartments and stuff. But let's go check out downtown so you can get a look at it. I haven't been down here in years. Original brick road. You can tell by how bumpy it is. Downtown Safety Harbor. And Philippi Parkway. This is Main Street. I've still got that clicky spoke. It's just because two spokes are crossed and they're clicking as the wheel flexes. Nothing structural.
Total distance 21 miles. Total time 1 hour 30 minutes and 9 seconds. Average speed 14.0 miles per hour. Current speed 9.3 miles per hour. Time of day 7:36. Split speed 11.0 miles per hour.
Yeah, I just lived a few blocks from here. And I used to come down here all the time. Well, let's go back and get on the trail. Let's go back and get on the trail. At least the sun will be behind us going back. I think I'm going to go back the same way. It was so nice. There's a way to go around, but we'll see. How are you young people doing? 21.5 miles. Not bad. You know, we're doing so good on time. It's just a short distance over to Courtney Campbell Causeway. Let's hop over there and so we can say we were on it. Why not? All we have to do is stay on this trail and keep going this direction. And that's where we'll end up. And it's not very far. Hardcore bike riders.
Total distance 22 miles. Total time 1 hour 34 minutes and 42 seconds. Average speed 13.9 miles per hour. Current speed 16.9 miles per hour. Time of day 7:41. Split speed 13.2 miles per hour.
Morning. Morning. On your left.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a wonderful day. On your left. Cooper's Bayou Park again, where we passed earlier. up on the spot where we cross and get back on the other trail, but we're going to go straight because we're going to go down to Courtney Campbell Causeway. Here's where we get back on the trail, but we're going to go this way for now and then come back. I like this too.
Total distance 23 miles. Total time 1 hour 38 minutes and 53 seconds. Average speed 14.0 miles per hour. Current speed 16.9 miles per hour. Time of day 7:45. Split speed 14.4 miles per hour.
A little scary, but that's okay. I mean, literally 20 feet to our left was the water. Like it is now. I mean, just on the other side of this row of plants is the bay. Something going on up here. They got a big old pile of dirt. This is the Courtney Campbell Causeway. I don't think we're going to get to go on that trail. We're closed off. They're building a pedestrian bridge. That's the only thing that would be that narrow. Yep, they're building a pedestrian bridge and trail, possibly. Let's go down and take a look. Well, we're on the causeway. I don't know what all this stuff is, but it's scary. But you can see the construction. But we ain't gonna ride on this stuff. Although it may be there to get by on, I don't feel like messing. We'll go back the way we came. It's Sunday, so they ain't working. But you can see there's stuff going on over there. There's stuff going on. That's what they had that dirt piled up over there for. Part of this construction, either moving dirt out or moving it in. Morning. Okay, now we could go straight down and get on the Duke Energy Trail, but we're not going to. We're going to go back this way because it was so good.
Total distance 23.99 miles. Total time 1 hour 44 minutes and 19 seconds. Average speed 13.8 miles per hour. Current speed 6.2 miles per hour. Time of day 7:50. Split speed 11.0 miles per hour.
Yeah, that was a pedestrian bridge. A new one. This one's kind of far to go check on every other day though. We'll have to just wait till we get news about that one, come back out here and go on it. Finally got to 4 bars out of 5. Wow.
What's up, man?
All right. That's a bunch of hardcore bikers right there. Hardcore bikers. We'll be coming up on where we get back on the trail pretty quick. I wonder if that's where they're going. I don't know. And here it is. Back on the trail. Leaving Bayshore Boulevard. This trail is nice. Okay, we're on battery number 2. I wanted to show you my rear lights. These just clip on my trunk. But back on the trail. He was barking at me. Back on the trail with GoPro battery
Total
number
distance
2.
25 miles. Total time 1 hour 50 minutes and 40 seconds. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 14.1 miles per hour. Time of day 7:57. Split speed 9.5 miles per hour.
Here we go back over the bridge. Over what I believe is McMullen Booth Road. Not much traffic. Of course, it is a Sunday. Okay, here we go. Back on the road. Back on the road. Or the trail. Back on the trail. I didn't bring any snacks. Usually I bring a couple of cookies, but I didn't bring nothing today. I may have to stop somewhere and get something. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Get something to eat. I didn't eat breakfast either. But it's only 8 o'clock. Look what a good time we're having. And we're beating the heat. Because it's just starting to heat up now. I'm glad I wore this UV shirt. This is like brand new asphalt out here. I mean, really the grass hasn't even grown over it yet. This is like new. Yeah, there's sod on the sides. So they've just done this not long ago. I'm glad we decided to come back this way and not follow 60 back down to Duke Energy. This is beautiful. And I always say it, when you go in the opposite direction, it looks like a totally different trail, and it does. We're back on the Frisbee Park. Oh, this is the way to go. Or is it? Yeah, that's K-Pop Park. This is the way to go. Ooh, you got a handful, huh?
25.99 miles. Total time 1 hour 55 minutes and 48 seconds.
I had to pedal up that hill.
13.5 miles per hour. Current speed 4.1 miles per hour. Time of day 8:02. Split speed 11.7 miles per hour.
I literally had to pedal up that hill. At least I got some momentum going up this one. I was lost there for a second, but that was K-Pop Park. That wasn't the trail. That was K-Pop Park. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but I'm getting the hang of it. If it looks like a sidewalk, it's a sidewalk. If it looks like the trail, it's a trail. We're back. And this is the trail. Boy, that's a big thing. And the trail goes right. On your left. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. There's that railroad track right next to the trail. Something smells good. Someone's cooking somewhere. On your left.
Total distance 27 miles. Total time 2 hours and 19 seconds. Average speed 13.5 miles per hour. Current speed 9.2 miles per hour. Time of day 86. Split speed 13.3 miles per hour.
Okay, back underneath US 19. Let's see how we can get to Old Coachman Park real quick here. This was closed off. It's weird. I didn't even recognize it at first because it was closed off. Got to be because of the construction. We just have to get across the street over here. Okay, this is how you do it. Okay. I didn't see that at first. Okay, and I guess everybody's going right here. You can see they still got this road closed. They're working on it. On your left. Old Coachman Park. Beautiful out here. Nobody coming, so we going. Nobody coming from anywhere. It's Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. I have to put my sunglasses back on. On your left. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, that sun's coming out now.
Average speed 13.4 miles per hour. Current speed 16.6 miles per hour. Time of day 8:11. Split speed 13.1 miles per hour.
under the power lines again on the Duke Energy Trail. Yeah, this section is neat. Bunnies, lots of bunnies. They ain't even scared. Look at all the bunnies. More bunny. Nope. Not many people out. .34 miles. hardcore bikers. When I was a little kid, I was a hardcore biker. I had to have me a bike. I rode it everywhere, like in elementary school and middle school. Coming up on the pedestrian bridge at Countryside.
Total distance 29.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 16.6 miles per hour. Time of day 8:18. Current speed 16.8 miles per hour.
Over US 19. No cars coming. Okay to go. .51 miles. 4 bars. Little bunny. Little bunny. Nobody coming. Literally. And we're back behind Countryside Mall in the parking lot. I thought about turning left here and going down 580 to the trail, to the other trail, the other side trail, the west side trail. But I think we'll go back the way we came. No cars coming. Safe to go.
Total distance 31 miles. Total time 2 hours and 17 minutes. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 17.9 miles per hour. Time of day 8:23. Split speed 13.0 miles per hour.
Yeah, I've got a new pad on my seat. I'm still a little bit getting used to it. Very expensive, $60 for a wide seat pad, noseless. But it's actually not too bad. Everything you have to get used to. Turned on cruise control. Just so I can rest my trigger hand. Especially when we got these long straightaways. Nobody coming. Someone's definitely cooking now. I can smell that good. Someone around here is cooking.
Distance 31.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 20 minutes and 23 seconds. Average speed 13.7 miles per hour. Current speed 17.4 miles per hour. Time of day 8:26. Split speed 17.7 miles
Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big dog. No one coming. Oh! Those bumps hurt. Get this. There we go. Get the straps right on my camera mount. Duke Energy Trail. Coming up on the
Total
end of the
distance
Duke
33
Energy
miles.
Trail.
Total time 2 hours 24 minutes and 24 seconds. Average speed 13.7 miles per hour. Current speed 17.7 miles per hour. Time of day 8:30. Split speed 15.0 miles per hour.
Okay, we're at the end of the Duke Energy Trail. And we're going on what I call the countryside trail. I don't know what it's really called, but it weaves through the subdivision here. Good morning. Weaves through this subdivision here. Morning. They went through a stop sign. A lot of street crossings through here. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Curlew Road. Missed that signal, I guess. Yeah, that sun's coming out now. Wow, this is a long light. Long light. We've been here like 2 or 3 minutes. And the scary guy's coming. And we got it. glad to be moving again after sitting at that light for so long. And there was a scary guy stumbling down the sidewalk on Curlew, headed toward me. And I was just happy to get out of there before he came across and came over to my area. He was a big old black guy stumbling around. Scary.
Total distance 33.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 31 minutes and 40 seconds. Average speed 13.4 miles per hour. Current speed 14.9 miles per hour. Time of day 8:38. Split speed 8.2 miles per hour.
He's a cutie. All right, back to East Lake Road on our right. And we're gonna run up on this pedestrian bridge again. Good morning. Good morning. Here we are at Tampa Road, and you can see the pedestrian bridge right across the street. The one I waited a couple of years to appear. And then saw about a year's worth of construction. And there it is. light again. Long light again. There ain't nobody coming. There's nobody coming. The pedestrian bridge. Yeah, the pedestrian bridge. Look at that view. Tarpon Canal. There's a squirrel.
Total distance 35 miles. Total time 2 hours 38 minutes and 4 seconds. Average speed 13.3 miles per hour. Current speed 14.7 miles per hour. Time of day 8:44. Split speed 9.4 miles per hour.
Yep, East Lake Road. Pinellas Trail. I'm glad they finished all this. What a great trip. This is one of my best trips ever. Planned it, executed it. The bike performed flawlessly as usual. We're on 4 bars out of 5 at 36 miles. We'll be lucky if we get down to 3 bars before we get back to Tarpon. Good for you, sir. Nice breeze, but it's warming up. 8:47. We timed this perfectly. Get home before it gets too hot. Nice breeze. Chestnut Park. We're not going to stop here today. I don't want it to get too warm before I get home. I'm old. I'm 70 years old. Yeah, I had the camera off coming this way this morning, earlier, because it was pitch dark. But you get to see it on the way back. Here we go. Yeah, they do a pretty good job cutting all this stuff back.
speed 13.5 miles per hour. Current speed 17.1 miles per hour. Time of day 8:55. Split speed 16.6 miles per hour.
Can't believe how little traffic there is on East Lake Road. It's usually very busy, but it is Sunday morning. Yeah, it's going to be a warm one today. It's starting to warm up now. Starting to warm up. We're going to stop here at my brake spot and get a drink of Gatorade. Drink of Gatorade. If I had brought a snack, I could eat a snack. Gatorade. Okay, back on the road. Or should I say back on the trail? You know what I just realized? It's not my spokes that are clicking. It's this seat. The seat is clicking. Hear it? Loud clicks. I've been thinking that was a spoke. That's crazy. My frickin' seat is clicking. And I thought it was a spoke. Gas price has gone up, not that I use any. We're getting there. We're getting there. Nice day for a ride though. Because it hasn't gotten too hot yet. Definitely windy. My ride says 16 mile an hour wind, so it feels like a little more than that. And it's going to be a hot wind pretty quick.
Total distance 39.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 58 minutes and 28 seconds. Average speed 13.4 miles per hour. Current speed 17.1 miles per hour. Time of day 9:04. Split speed 10.2 miles per hour.
I've seen them before. Coming up on the East Lake corner. Keystone Road. This is usually a long light. Definitely warming up. Definitely warming up. Oh, we might get this. Here we go. And we're headed back up Keystone. Still on 4 bars out of 5. We've been on pedal assist 5 out of 9 the entire trip. Oh, that's nice and cool. Fun trip. Fun trip. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Well, that branch hit me in the head. That's okay. We're going to pedal assist 6 since we're so close to home.
Total distance 41.99 miles. Total time 3 hours 6 minutes and 52 seconds. Average speed 13.5 miles per hour. Current speed 18.9 miles per hour. Time of day 9:13. Split speed 12.6 miles per hour.
I looked, it was clear. Something going on up on the bridge. That's weird. 2 police officers looking over the side of the bridge. That's weird. I thought they were like county workers. I'd hate to find out something bad happened back there.
Total distance 42.99 miles. Total time 3 hours 10 minutes and 13 seconds. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 19.5 miles per hour. Time of day 9:16. Split speed 17.9
morning.
Total distance 43.99 miles. Total time 3 hours 13 minutes and 43 seconds. Average speed 13.6 miles per hour. Current speed 15.9 miles per hour. Time of day 9:20. Split speed 17.1 miles per hour.
Well, battery number 2 gone. Battery number 3 is on deck. We're almost back home anyway. We're in Tarpon Springs. Coming up on 19. After I found out the weird clicking my bike's doing on turns and stuff is the seat. So weird. Beautiful day. It's starting to get a couple little puffy clouds up there, but they ain't doing nothing. Beautiful artwork. The Elfer Spur Trail is still closed from this end. I don't know when that's ever going to open up. If you like this content, Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Anything you want to talk about. You're not going to hurt my old feelings. I know it looks like I go haphazard across the roads, but I'm looking as a rule. But subscribe and like. Those really help this channel. Help me to know people appreciate what I'm doing. I know they're long, but
Total
they're...
distance 44.99 miles. Total time 3 hours 19 minutes and 34 seconds. Average speed 13.5 miles per hour. Current speed 17.6 miles per hour. Time of day 9:26. Split speed 10.3 miles per hour.
45 miles, 45.9. Anyway, and we just flipped over to 3 bars. Yep, it's my seat. My seat. I wonder if I spray it with WD-40 it'll quit clicking. There goes another tarpon cop. I wonder if he's going out there on the bridge where we saw those other 2 cops looking. Could be. Morning. Could be. But that ain't the way he'd go. He'd go down Tarpon Avenue and then pull a UE. Okay. Safford Avenue, Tarpon Springs. Coming up on downtown. Beautiful Tarpon Springs. And another trip in the books. We said we were going to do it, and we did it. And we even went out to Courtney Campbell Causeway and saw the construction on the new pedestrian bridge there. Awesome. Subscribe, like, and comment. Share with your friends. I appreciate it. Rick Taylor, 1955, signing off.